2012. Number 9 takes us over to Eric Smith. He was convicted of second-degree murder in 1994. He was sentenced to the maximum term at the time, and this is what was available for juvenile murderers, which was a minimum of 9 years to life in prison. Eric Smith was riding his bike to a summer camp in 1993, and he saw Derek Robbie, which was a 4-year-old. Eric Smith lured him into a wooded area where he strangled him, and then he dropped a rock on his head, undressed the little boy, and then sodomized him. Eric Smith had been denied parole 8 times since 2016. His next eligible parole date is 2018. Next up, number 8 is Brian Lee Draper. Brian and his accomplice, Tori Adamek, premeditated the murder of their classmates Cassie Jo Stoddard. When they were only 16 years old, they hid in her house, cut the power, and then stabbed her 29 times. Both of these boys blamed each other for the murder, and they're both currently serving life sentences. It was later revealed that they were inspired by the Scream horror movie franchise and the Columbine High School massacre, if you guys remember that one. Lionel Tate comes in at number 7. He was the youngest American citizen ever to be sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. When he was just 13 years old, back in January of 2001, he was convicted of first-degree murder for killing a 6-year-old girl in Florida. Lionel Tate said that they were wrestling and he had her in a headlock, and then he slammed her head into a table, and then he proceeded to forcefully stomp on her, which caused her liver to be lacerated. Really messed up story. I'm not sure if it was truly an accident, on purpose, but let's move on. Number 6. We're talking about John Silva. He was 15 years old when he was convicted of first-degree murder for wrapping his friends with elastic bandages and wired so tightly that he suffocated. He received a mandatory sentence of life in jail without parole. If he had been an adult, he could have been facing the death penalty. John Silva confessed to the crime and reported that he kidnapped his friend, took him into the woods, and then stripped him, bound, and gagged him. Once he realized he murdered his friend, he dumped his body and bike in the septic tank. Joshua Phillips makes his way into this terrible, terrible list at number 5. He was convicted back in July of 1999 for murdering his 8-year-old neighbor when he was only 14 years old. He is currently serving a life sentence without parole. After the 8-year-old disappeared, a week-long search was initiated. However, the search ended when Joshua's mother noticed that his waterbed had been leaked, and upon further investigation, she discovered the 8-year-old's body hidden in his bed frame. Apparently, the two were playing baseball, and he hit her with the ball, and then dragged her into his room, strangled her with a phone cord for 15 minutes, hit her again with the bat, and then stabbed her 11 times, and then decided to just sleep on her every single night. Number 4, we have Ashley Martinson. Just days before her parents were brutally murdered, Ashley Martinson had posted a poem about torturing and killing people in the woods. Now, okay, this is disturbing. When her parents were found dead at her home, investigators immediately turned their attention to Ashley, who had fled to Indiana with her boyfriend. She was arrested and charged after police said that she shot and killed her stepfather and then fatally stabbed her mother more than 30 times. This is just sickening. Ashley Martinson was sentenced and is facing a maximum of 120 years in prison. Now at number 3, Eddie Devine. He pleaded guilty to carjacking, robbery, kidnapping, and sexual battery. He was 13 years old at the time when him and his friend forced a woman into his car, and then they drove around while one of the teens raped and assaulted her with an ice pick. She was able to escape when they stopped for gas. Eddie Devine was sentenced to 30 years for armed carjacking, 30 years for sexual battery, another 30 years for armed robbery, so that's 90 years, but wait, another 30 years for kidnapping, so in total, 120 years. Number 2 takes us to Kenneth Young. And he was young. When he was only 15 years old, his mother's drug dealer threatened his family unless he would help him with...
Who that one person, mate? Mate. Comment right now, mate.
They both were arrested while fleeing a box for robbery in Georgia. The drug dealer received 1 life sentence, while Kenneth received 4 life sentences without the possibility of parole. Does that seem a little harsh? I'll let you guys be the judge. Having grown up behind bars,
take this parole, dude, derpy.
Finally, in number 1 is a 15-year-old who received 6 life sentences. So you're just killing them over and over and over again. 2 18-year-olds and a 15-year-old robbed a dozen other teenagers at a house party, taking money, phones, and marijuana at gunpoint. No shots were fired, but the crime was unquestionably taken very seriously. The 2 18-year-olds pleaded guilty and accepted a plea deal, but the 15-year-old wanted to go to trial, where he was found guilty. He should have taken the plea deal. But you never know what happened. He was going into court thinking there was a possibility of him being found not guilty. He received a mandatory of 118 years in prison without parole for 24 firearm counts, 2 felonies with a firearm, armed robbery, and abduction. On top of that all, he received 6 life sentences. His life, he could just say goodbye to. Well, there you guys have it. What a crazy list. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys very soon in a new Most Amazing Top 10 video.
Hello and welcome back to Most Amazing.
Yeah, mate. Well, she joined earlier, and then I had to end the stream because I had to restart app. But she could come back. She's back, but like she's not in the stream right now, dude. She came back with last stream. I just started a new stream.
Serial killer murdering 21 people in her time, usually for money via insurance payouts. Common poisonous drink with arsenic, something that she used to murder her husband, yes, husband plural, and her children. That's right, she killed
Or Peroni.
She was later as goth-affected politicians until they his army for age. We have Ian Brady and Myra Hindley. Ian Brady and Myra Hindley are evil for so many reasons, not least the fact that they're disgusting child killers, and they conducted their crimes in the 60s. The pair lived in Greater Manchester. The pair, about at the time, it is estimated that he could where between 18 and 30 million Chinese people starved to death. It has been documented that Mao knew that this was happening as the rice yield was not big enough to sustain the after a brutal civil war during which the Communist Party overthrew who is responsible for the deaths of 45 million people. We have Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong was the founding father of the People's Republic of China, which was achieved in 1949 after
Asian here. Look at Asian.
overthrew the government. Mao was cruel on so many scales. He tortured and killed army dissenters and peasants accused of hiding food supplies. But the crux of Mao's cruelty came as he defiantly pushed the Great Leap Forward policy, which aimed to change the and down Rebecca Felgate. This has been
What's number 1?
Tortured and killed. Mao Zedong was the founding father of the People's Republic of China, which was achieved in 1949.
That dude Asian.
Finally, at number 1, we have a man who is responsible for the deaths of 45 million people. We have Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong was the founding father of the People's Republic of Berlin and meant giving himself in excess of £300,000. Eventually, he was discovered and sent to prison in 2000, and the horror wasn't known until a fire broke out in her home. The fire marshal searched the top floor only to find a dozen people chained up with others in cages. Body parts and severed heads sat in buckets and organs were strewn across the floor. Delphine never faced justice as she fled to Paris. A recent evil up next at number 3, we have Harold Shipman. Harold Shipman was a British doctor who broke the Hippocratic Oath and abused his power to carry out 218 or more sick murders. Shipman killed people by administering them with a lethal dose of diamorphine, and then he used his position as a doctor to sign their death certificates and also to doctor their medical records to suggest that they were in bad health. 80% of his victims were women, usually over the age of 50. However, Shipman has been linked to the death of a 4-year-old boy. His last victim was pensioner Kathleen Grundy, for whom he had forged a will, leaving himself in excess of £300,000. Eventually, he was discovered and sent to prison in 2000, and in 2004, he hung himself on his 58th birthday, reportedly waiting this long specifically so his wife would get his £100,000 pension. Sick. Coming into number 2, it doesn't get much sicker than ISIS. Evil has threaded itself throughout history, and currently one of the most evil selections of people alive reside in a terror cell called ISIS. These deranged killers are pretty much hell-bent on destroying the West and pretend to support Islam in their quest for dominance over the East. ISIS was founded by Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, and the group murder and destroy in the most chaotic way. ISIS were behind the Bataclan massacre, the Tunisia Beach massacre, attacks in Turkey, Syria, Egypt, Yemen, Berlin, and many more. Not only do they carry out sick murders on innocent people, which they often film and put on the internet, they also indoctrinate young Muslims, radicalizing them and encouraging them to leave their homes and join them in Syria, or whichever underground rat hole they're living in.
Recruits crawl through simulated barbed wire with trainers firing at them. They line up to have their torsos kicked. The last man gets the honor of a knee to the body. A fighter drags a cloth mat with a rope fastened to it to rescue a wounded comrade. As they're pulled away, they're fired called Blood of Jihad, showing fighters in basic training.
Is this anything that they would use in Anbar right now, anywhere on the battlefield?
Almost never. This type of hand-to-hand fight.
Of their inhumanity are on display. This time, it is praise in both Syria and Iraq. The names of those Arwa Damon spoke with for this report have been changed, and their identities concealed. These stills dated Raqqa. Photographs, dozens of people are seen watching the killings, seemingly unfazed. Nor a gay Syrian.
In the city?
Syria was never a nation that accepted its lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans community. The country's laws criminalize homosexual acts, punishable by up to 3 years in prison. Turned war, life for Syria's LGBT community has become even more dire. It was not ISIS that forced Noor to leave Syria. Well before ISIS emerged as a significant, a verse from the Quran. And Noor says when he heard that, it became one of the main reasons why he decided to leave. According to the posting, the video was filmed in Idlib. Noor's
Wow, that's tough. Patty, she left, dude. She left because she got mad. She got triggered. Trace music, okay.
So amused and he has so much fun watching homosexual as he say no.
Okay, see ya, Patty. See ya. You know what? Go watch what kind of boys, dope.
You to date. I am asking you to bone. Something. Anything. I'm having a...
I think they're all horrible to me. Pick a different city, pick a different sport.
Are you serious? I've got a gun.
There's football, basketball. Ever heard of snooker? It's like billiards, but with more balls and more British.
Hurry up!
Right, man, just calm down. It takes a lot of balls to say snooker's a sport anyway. The Olympics doesn't recognize it, but what do they know? They used to give medals for solo synchronized, and when you find... Here. Got the... Told you. If you're gonna kiss me, kiss me. I wasn't gonna kiss you.
I didn't say to stop. What are you doing here? I'm the new sideline reporter for ISN. What are you doing here? I'm the... Told you. If you're gonna kiss me, kiss me. I wasn't gonna kiss you. I didn't say to stop. I'm the new sideline reporter for ISN.
Here, in the name of religion, here you are. Then we had earlier this week a picture of this 11-year-old assassinating with a gun. There it is before it takes place.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا فيكم، وأنا أشكر مختار الشرفي والأستاذة أمل، وأنا أشكر كل الصحفيين وأشكركم أنتم. أنا صح إنني هربت من أهلي، صح أنا ما عاد أشتي عندهم، خلاص أنا أشتي أعيش عند عمي. إيش براءة الطفولة؟ إيش ذنب الأطفال من تتزوجوهم كذا؟ يعني مثلا أنا بحل مشكلتي، صح؟ بس بعض الأطفال براءتهم ما يحلوش مشكلتهم، يمكن يموتوا، يمكن ينتحروا، يمكن يفعلوا اللي براسهم، لأنهم أطفال ما يدروش بحاجة، يعني عندهم ما تعلموش ولا درسوا ولا حاجة. يعني إيش ذنبنا إحنا؟ مش الوحيدة، يعني يمكن كل الأطفال. في ناس كثير، بعض الأطفال يعني دبزوا بنفسهم بالبحر ما عاد باقي. يعني إيش البراءة هذه؟ هذه ما إيش براءة. صح انني انا هربت من عند عمي ما كانش موجود، فاني اتصلت لعبد الجبار يجيبني، وعبد الجبار جاب لي بنت وسافرت انا اياها للحديدة. وعمي لما عرف بالموضوع اجاني، وكمان امي تشتي بلغت علينا الشرطة، انا عمري 11 سنة وتشتي تزوجني. يعني ما فيش حياة، ما فيش تعليم، ما فيش قوة، ما فيش بين قلبهم رحمة. ايش هذه التربية معهم؟ الموت ارحم لي، انني اموت ولا ابقى. انا افضل ان اكون عند عمي ولا افضل عندهم يقتلوني، يهددوني، يقولوا لي اذا رحتي عند عمك بنقتلك. يعني ايش هذا؟ ايش تهديد؟ يهددوا الاطفال. يرضيكم زيي انا كذا؟ ها يزوجوني؟ يرضيكم؟ وكمان انا عادي، القتل عندي عادي، ولا اعيش عندهم ولا اعيش عندهم. قتلوا احلامنا، قتلوا كل شيء اللي فينا، يعني ما باقي. هذه ما هي شعات تربية، هذه قدرناها اجرام. خالتي وهي خالتي عمرها 13 سنة، سئلت سنة مع زوجها وقبت الغاز وتروشت به وماتت. يعني كان يشل الحدايد هو يسكر وبينه مرض وبينه كل شيء. يعني يرضيكم انه يعني نتزوج؟ يرضيكم؟ يا أم اقنعي مني، يا أهلي اقنعوني، أنا ما اشتيكمش، خلاص دمرتوا أحلامي كلها، دمرتوها.
Engineering major, horseback rider. Theater major, canyon explorer. At GCU, adventure and learning is never too far away. Earn your degree in fewer than 4 years while exploring Arizona. Find your purpose at GCU.
It was a story I did about a little Yemenese girl, or Yemeni girl, I should say, Nada Al-Ahdal. She's an 11-year-old girl. We ran the video of her, and she said that she had run away from her parents and gone to her uncle because they were going to marry her off to a husband. And it turns out now 2 different human rights groups, Sayaj and Yemeni Women Union, it gets a little sketchy. And then that's why some married. That's not a small number in other places. And I just want to give you some quick numbers on that. And in between 2002 and 2011, 11% of Yemeni children were married by the age of 15.
That just made me so nauseous.
11%. That's not a small number. Before the age of 15. Okay. 48% of Yemeni children are married before the age of 18. And in 41 countries, it's not just a problem in Yemen, 41 countries, 30% of women married or entered into a union by the age of 18. So this is obviously a worldwide problem that is real. Now in this case, it might not have applied to her, especially what her parents did, right? But it does apply to a lot of people in Yemen, and that's why so many of the news agencies believe that the story was true. Little Yemenese girl, or Yemeni girl, I should say, Nada Al-Ahdal. She's an 11-year-old girl. We ran the video of her, and she said that she had run away from her parents and gone to her uncle because they were going to marry her off to a husband. And it turns out now 2 different human rights groups, Sayaj and Yemeni Women Union, have looked into the story, and they say that parts of it are false. In fact, the parents were not going to marry her off. They did get an offer for her of marriage. She's 11 years old, right? But they had refused that offer. And it turns out, and this is where it gets a little sketchy, that the person who recorded and uploaded the video in the first place is Ziad Abdul Al-Jabbar, who runs a children's show called Nujum Al-Medina, and that she often appears on that show. So...
Was this like a publicity stunt or something?
It's unclear, but obviously it makes people uncomfortable.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا فيكم، وأنا أشكر مختار الشرف عمي. الأطفال ما يدرسوا بحاجة، يعني هذول ما تعلموش ولا درسوا ولا حاجة، يعني إيش ذنبنا إحنا؟ مش الوحيدة يعني، يمكن كل الأطفال. في ناس كثير، بعض الأطفال يعني دبزوا بنفسهم بالبحر ما عباقي. يعني إيش البراءة هذه؟ هذه ما إيش براءة. صح انني انا هربت من عند عمي ما كانش موجود، فاني اتصلت لعبد الجبار يجيبني، وعبد الجبار جاب لي بنت وسافرت انا اياها للسيدة، وعمي لما عرف بالموضوع يعني. وكمان امي بلغت علينا الشرطة، انا عمري 11 سنة وتزوجني. يعني ما فيش حياة، ما فيش تعليم، ما فيش قوة، ما فيش بين قلبهم رحمة. ايش هذه التربية معهم؟ الموت ارحم لي، انني اموت ولا ابقى. انا افضل ان اكون عند عمي ولا افضل عندهم. يقتلوني، يهددوني، يقولوا لي اذا رحتي عند عمك بنقتلك. يعني ايش هذا؟ ايش تهديد؟ يهددوا الاطفال. يرضيكم زيي انا كذا ها يزوجوني؟ يرضيكم؟ وكمان انا عادي، القتل عندي عادي، ولا اعيش عندهم ولا اعيش عندهم. قتلوا احلامنا، قتلوا كل شيء اللي فينا، يعني ما باقي. هذه ما هي عاد تربية، هذا قدرناها إجرام. خالتي وهي خالتي عمرها 13 سنة، فعلت سنة مع زوجها وقبت الغاز وتروشت به وماتت. يعني كان يشل الحدايد هو يسكر وبينه مرض وبينه كل شيء. يعني يرضيكم انه يعني نتزوج؟ يرضيكم؟ يا أم اقنعي مني، يا أهلي اقنعوا مني، أنا ما اشتيكمش خلاص، دمرتوا أحلامي كلها دمرتوها.
A 17-year-old girl was forced to marry a man who was already married and at least 30 years older than her in the wedding of the millennium. The incident has raised legal and ethical issues in Russia and its Republic Chechnya. Luisa Goilebayeva, called Keda, 17, was married on Saturday to Chechen police officer Nazard Gakigov, who was originally reported to be 57, though he says he is 46, is already married, and has children who are older than his new bride. The Russian investigative paper Novaya Gazeta reported that Goilebayeva was being forced to marry a local
talking about? We broke up like 6 months ago. Gotta be real with it. Thought you said you moved on. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? No, I still don't love you. Leave me alone. Say you never ever leave from beside me. Why the fuck are you still hitting my line? Cause I want you, and I need you. I cheated on you, remember? And I'm down for you always. Stop being a bitch. We weren't meant to be. But the new me is really still the real me. We dated for like 3 months. Get over it. Yeah, I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. I got a new nigga, and he would kill your bitch ass. They gotta make some choices. They running out of options. What the fuck are you talking about? Then when you get to the top, who the fuck is we? It was never a we. I see that you've been learning. Yeah, I've been learning how to stay away from niggas like you. But when you popped off on your ex, he deserved it. Nigga, I need to pop off on you. I thought you were the one from the jump that confirmed it. We only fucked once. My shit wasn't that good. I know you special, girl, cause I know too many. Shit, go hit up one of them other hoes then. Risha, do you love me? Are you riding? Nigga, didn't I tell you no already? Say you never ever leave from beside me. You know I can't. I got a new nigga. She got me in my feelings. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break your heart. It's not making me feel bad. I gotta be real with it. Alright, I got something. My nigga just left for work. Come over and we can talk. Alright, I'm on my way. Boy, go watch it. If you haven't seen We Ran a Train on the Miller Instinct Girl, it's so good they be like, God damn. You haven't seen Asking 100 Girls to have sex. That was recording and either before.
John Madden Football 19. This is my game. In fact, I have not lost a single game this year. Oh, Juju's on the cover. Select my favorite team.
To the very top of the mountain.
Who did this? It's a little low, don't you think? Who made that? Who made that up? Wow. Wow. Wow.
You see that? 85, 86 right there.
Rookie. I've technically never dropped a pass, so it should be 100.
Like, I want to say 90, but I feel like there are only like 2 guys above 90 in the league.
101. I'm 97, 96. I'm up there. I'm up there.
I already know that rating's bad. I already know it is.
The stiff arm is as stiff as possible. Should at least be 95 or higher.
Did you guys watch me before y'all did the ratings? No.
23 catch?
A 70 speed. Let's go.
I got one better than Jared Goff. So he's a 77. I was 78.
Huh. Oh, that's not too bad.
What did Baker put? What did Sam gone through yet? What did the other quarterbacks put?
I can catch better than all my receivers at Oklahoma. Now I have some better ones.
What was Baker's speed?
Speed, though. They gave me a couple on that one.
I ran a faster 40 than him. Come on, guys.
That's what I'm talking about. 50? Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't do it at SC.
You gotta go watch the film. The stiff arm is stiff.
No, I'm not way off. You guys are way off. Kidding.
Guys, it's a joke.
22 catches. That's disrespectful. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about the speed.
So I'm Sam Darnold, Saquon Barkley,
Baker Mayfield. This is what I think my Madden rating should be.
EA Sports. It's in the game. Oh, I think I killed that one, actually. I think I killed it.
Who did this? It's a little low, don't you think?
I see some dislikes.
The third suspected arrest in connection with the murder of South Florida rapper XXX Tentacion is now behind bars at the Broward County Jail.
Local 10's Todd Tonkin is live with the latest on this investigation. Todd.
This manhunt led law enforcement to another state to track this guy down. One other suspect is still at large, but the third of 4 suspects is in jail and won't be getting out anytime soon.
Mr. Allen, you are charged with the offense of first-degree murder with the firearm and armed robbery with the firearm.
The third of 4 men wanted for the murder of rapper XXX Tentacion made his first appearance in Broward County Bond Court. And while his public defender said there wasn't enough evidence in the sealed grand jury indictment to hold Robert Allen,
I see nothing in here implicating him, specifically tying him to this.
The state made a convincing case he was involved in the attempted robbery and murder of X.
Your Honor, there is direct evidence placing him at the scene. Your Honor, there's evidence placing him at the
DSO contacted the United States Marshals Violent Offenders Task Force to help track him down. Investigators conducted surveillance of his sister's home in Eastman, Georgia, and a report said Allen was spotted peeking his head out the door. Southeast Regional Fugitive Task Force investigators surrounded the house, and Allen was taken into custody. 2 others are already in jail for the murder, and police are looking for...
Okay, so I am just now waking up.
I'm like, yo, this nigga better be the one in fucking university because ain't no such a feeling. I told the nigga to meet me here. Hey, he is actually a fake fan. Yo, this is crazy, yo. Dog, I told you, I've been fucking with you before everyone. Everyone, bro. I'm not on this shit, yo. Dog, I swear to God. Yo! I got a bun on these fuck niggas. Oh my god. To all the little ones out there that support me and show me love. I love you. What did they do to you? Somebody tripping about the walk on water song because you're not selling some evil shit. Y'all want Eminem to say y'all fucking tripping, bro. Wake up and have another good day today, guys. I believe in you. You guys are gonna have a good fucking day. I believe in you. When I tell people to be creative, I mean be creative in thinking. So you don't have to necessarily be creative. You don't have to be an actual artist, but you can be creative in a physical aspect or a mental aspect in the way you think. You understand? Being basically different in thinking.
Believe me when I say 24/7, I want to give you guys the answers and I want to tell you everything.
Come here, boy. Come here. This nigga came out of nowhere, bro. My god, that nigga was ass. The fucking game. Guess looks dick. It's so lucky that he left my freaking building. Bum ass nigga. With a headshot him in the face while I was actually shooting my freaking cat, bro. That's stupid. That's so dumb. So lucky.
So clean and so fat, but let me tell you about your rap is straight whack. And you don't do it. I'm supposed to do 2 bars, but I'm about to ruin your day. Wildin' out the platinum crew, we came to get you and you too. Look, your name's Snoop Lion, and I ain't really down. Snoop Lion, can you feel like a Thundercat?
Oh, what's up, Jamie? lasered him. I'm dead. I'm dead. Obviously, because I'm freaking 29 HP. 29 dang HP, dude. What do you think?
He about to see how many nicks this Mariah carries.
I'm gonna let my team eat first. I'm gonna let my team eat first. Hey, Mom, what's up? You alright? Yeah, okay, cool. Are you Jewish? Cause you nosy as hell. I got some change for this train cause you be taking the L. Be nice to me, Lauren. Be nice to you. Alright. Yeah.
Listen, you're famous for your vines. It makes sense, though. I hear 6 seconds is as long as you can go.
I bet when you walk through a haunted house at the end, they give you a check. DJ
Yeah. Bro, I'm in a match, bro. Yeah, I'm about to add you. Are you serious? Yeah. Yeah, you're a mod. I'm trying to bait it. No. Fuck, bro, that nigga's ass. Gets so lucky, dude. I don't have a freaking shotgun. And these are heavy. I have a freaking revolver. I think it sucks. That dude's garbage. I'll invite Marmar. Kid's so bad. Jeez, freaking kid. Shit off the rebound. What's up, dude? Didn't it?
I'll be at the middle of paradise. Don't you go to the racetrack, ain't nobody going to paradise. There's a ref right there. What about me? I know nobody's going to paradise.
Wow, I went racetrack, right? And I just got a scar.
Last time. A legendary one too.
I got a legendary one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on your stream.
How are you watching my stream?
You said what?
Are you watching my stream?
I'm on no plans, bro.
Are you watching on like phone?
Yes. Well, no, iPad. I'm going to the central right now. Now I got comedy. Monday from this station. And there's people here. Oh. Are there people? Can you walk chairs?
Huh?
Huh? I'll talk to my friend. Okay, turn your mic up. I can't even hear you. Yeah, there's people here.
People there? I'm coming. Lou just ran on a match. And I'm dead.
Johnny? Oh! Pencil!
Wow, he's right there, camping. That was probably the kid who killed you, huh? He's trash.
Landing absorption up to 8 times.
Dimension to win for Golden State, made a little tougher without their all-star Green.
The wrong way at the wrong time.
The Irving three-pointer. And it's an 8-point lead for the Cavaliers. Thompson misses. Thompson, Tristan, that is the rebound.
He fouled him again. He pushed him down low right there.
LeBron James with the left hand. Steps back, tries another three. That's good. LeBron James puts down down. He's 4 of 6 with that distance. 36 points for James. Irving drives past Curry. Pull-up shot. He banks it in. What a sparkling performance tonight from Kyrie Irving. He's got 31. James jump shot again. All night long, he's just hitting from the third. Now 22-24.
No, I'm not going to jump it. I'm going to bat fatal kill.
Right here.
Those are 2 extra. We're going to get laid down.
Irving on the drive.
They have to knock out everybody that's here. I call house. Oh! No! Come here, boy. Don't come to my house, because I'm smacking you. Come to my house.
I'm dead.
Chill. Get out of my house. Give me this! Dummy! 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 Get away from my stuff! Dummy! Dummy! Dummy, walk right into me. Dummy! Come and get me, Chill. Dummy! Yo, do not take my loot, bro. Revive me, kid! That's my loot and my dumpster, bro. And to steal my house. That kid just came in my house. Bro, get out of here!
41 points for Irving. Games against Rush.
Hey, where these kids at, bro?
Draw the foul, got him up, count it, and one. 40 points for LeBron James. And the lead balloons to 15. All the pressure on the back of both of these guys. Kyrie dancing all game, making plays time and time again. Does not matter who is defending him. Got into a rhythm, got into a flow, and then capitalized. And then James, from the jump, was in attack mode, getting through and finishing. They didn't want to see a game 6. Well, now you have it. Mama, there goes those men. One of the all-time great finals performances from a pair of teammates.
What is me? No, I'm not.
Dead. Dead.
We went back to the archive and found the Crucial 2 from the mid-90s. Reimagining is very important. You know, you start a project, you look at one shoot in the archive, look at the shoot, leave it there, go back to your desk, and then play something out of your collective memory. You take what it was that stuck in your mind, and you take that somewhere new. Enhance those old ideas. You still have the essence of where you started, but you end up with something completely new.
Come on now, who is this?
Just ready up.
Just ready up.
Yeah, I think it's one of my friends. I got him. Peroni.
Like for real. Is he streaming on YouTube? Yeah, he should. No, it's not Jake with 3 views, guys. No. It's no one recorded that, bro. I made a big deal from it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought you somebody else. Hey, that's my guy, bro. Coming through in the clutch, man. Got me the shit.
You're not letting me bet. Let me bet.
I just get headshot more.
He just bugged me, bro.
Are you serious? Your guy came through again?
Yeah, he came through 6 minutes.
Bro, what the heck, bro?
Error in my brain.
Yo, Daniel, thank you so much for the sub, bro.
Hold on, it's about to get crazy up in here. It's about to get crazy up in here.
DP is a customer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what. I need to cut my finger. Danny, help him. He revived it, ain't he? I'm coming.
Ah, I'm dead.
I'm out.
I'm dead.
Blasted.
I'm dead.
Blasted.
They're all garbage. They're lucky just they have freaking health. Fake pro, dude. Fake pros.
Come on! What? Yo, what is that? You got the crack shot! Nigga, you got to give me that crack shot, bro!
Oh, you just realized you're a mod, dude. Dude. I'm just playing with friends, mate. You're a mod, yeah. You're a mod. Pirani, though. Dude, I heard you. There we go, we're finally ready up.
Get down there! Get down there! Get down there! Right there! Get down there!
Yeah.
Let's go. We're gonna go take passport pictures.
Okay.